Hey guys, here we are, the end of week one, beginning of week two of the Transatlantic Dad
Loser.
Bod Challenge.
Loser.
And yes, Team Daddy Pig Jeff has to hang his head this week, um, by 0.6 of a pound. I lost 2.4 pounds, and Mr. Cameron Grace lost a measly three pounds. What's that, like one fifth of a stone or something?
Yeah, almost, because it's 14 pounds to a stone, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. That's the whole
Yeah.
English thing. So I mean, okay.
I
So
just did.
do you like? I mean, I lost 2.4 pounds, but I could start to
That's
tell.
really
Like,
good, though.
I mean, in just in my shirt, I tend to gain weight in two major places, and that's my chest. Believe it or not. Okay, go ahead and laugh. And in my hips. So it's like I start to feel. I can feel when I put my shirts on that there's just a little bit of extra room there. I mean, 2 pounds doesn't seem like much, but it's slight. It's slight, but it was a noticeable difference. How about you? Do you notice anything?
It's the thing is with me. When weight goes, the first place I lose it from is my chops. It's in my face. So
Yeah,
I still look like I'm throwing Alfred Hitchcock's silhouette. But I suppose, do you know what I have noticed is more energy. A little bit more energy, and it's sort of like silly things like indigestion. I haven't, because I was like eating them like sweets, the indigestion tablets, and I haven't had it all week. I haven't had indigestion all week, which is another good sign. So it's silly little things like that I've noticed on. I mean, all right, 3 pounds. It doesn't sound a lot. I mean, say 2.4 pounds doesn't sound a lot, but I tell you what, that's actually quite a lot of fat. When you see 2.4 pounds
Yeah,
of fat,
you got it. I mean,
actually a fair amount.
I mean, if you're buying 2.4 pounds, that's a kilo. So if you're buying a
Mhm.
kilo of something, I mean, that's especially when it's fatty tissue. If you've ever seen it, it's kind. So I mean, that's all over. I mean, yeah, comparatively, it's not a lot, but I'm glad
Well,
you mentioned the indigestion, because I used to get a lot of that too, a lot of heartburn, and I think the increase of the oatmeal, it seems I still get it a little bit, but it's a lot less.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, Jeff, it used to wake me up at night. Indigestion did.
Hmm.
It used to wake me up at night. So next to me on my bedstand, this is how lazy I am. I didn't even burn the calories walking down the stairs. Next to me on my bedstand, I had like a couple of Rennies. But it's like, I know, I haven't actually, you know what? The sleeve of there has been untouched for sort of like since we kind of started it. And I'm like, I can live with that. I can live with that.
Now, see, me on the other hand, and all right, so let's move on to like what's been hard. And for me, honestly, I lost sleep. And I was thinking about food. I'm thinking about food I haven't had in fucking years, man. You know what I mean? I'm just like thinking, man, I remember this one thing I ate back in 1997. Damn, that was good. It's like I haven't even thought about it. And it's crossing my mind, and to be honest, I'm not gonna, I don't want to paint this with a rose-colored brush, but I'd have to say the quality of the sleep that I'm getting, is better. But the falling asleep, and I have sleep problems anyway. I have issues with sleeping, but my sleep's been disrupted. I'm waking up real hungry. You have any drawbacks?
No,
like
I
that?
mean, what I'm finding out is that most of my conversations, though, I mean, other than what we've been having there, is been about food. Because my partner, God love her, she's also decided, sort of at the same time, she's dieting as well. Kind of show support, and also she wants to, lose weight herself, which I fully appreciate. So there, what we've done is most nights we've both looked at each other and go, yeah. After our dinner, I could really use it. She's got the Slimming World book out, and it's like things like, there's only 2.5 sins if we make this truffle. And it's the silly little things like that. So we've gone from, the typical, couple sort of discussions of meals where it's what we're going to eat tonight and then no one can make a decision, to what we're not allowed to eat tonight.
Right.
So we have been thinking more and more about food and stuff like that. But the more I get to it, I think slowly, surely, but getting better at that. Last night was bad, though, I will say. What we had last night was really quite nice. We had steak. We cooked it without the fat. So the part of this diet that we're doing, it's you can have meats like that, but just not with the fat. So I cooked that without the fat. Lots of broccoli and cauliflower and potatoes and sort of things. And after that, we were sitting there last night going, well, I really could use something. And it was like, I actually got up to go to the kitchen to look to see what I could cook later on. Then I thought, no, this is bad. I've got to stop this. And then, so I went back down there, sat grumpy with myself. But of course, then I went to bed, woke up in the morning, and the first thing I did was my weigh-in, and I'm glad, and I felt good because I'd lost.
Right.
If you know what I mean, I lost a bit of weight.
Well, that was one of the changes that I made.
It's the psychological part of it that we've got right.
I lost you. Yeah, I lost you there for a second. You kind of cut out. Yeah, you're right. It is psychological. And I mean, one of the changes that I made was a lot of the RTEs, the ready to eat foods that I normally purchase, chips and stuff like that, whatever. I just didn't buy them. So yeah, we're still on lockdown here. So all the shops are closed like between 5 and by 8 o'clock. I mean, we have to be off the streets. Yeah. So it's like, by 5, 6 o'clock, all the shops are closed. So at 6:30, if you don't have what you're going to have for the night, you don't have it. So, I
suppose that's one way of beating it, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean,
so you feeling a lot better?
I am. Well, the one thing I did want to mention was, my chocolate addiction is not a joke. I mean, we joke about it, but it's not a joke. So, I had one little piece of it's called a Choco Chewy, and they cost like 2 pesos. I had one little piece last Monday, and that was it. I said, okay, that's it. No chocolate. And yesterday I was literally depressed. I mean, the first 3 days I was like, okay, no big deal. I mean, I'm good. I was good for at least 2 candy bars a day. And it started to get to me, man. It was like I was like feeling down and stuff like that. So I won't lie. I went out, I bought a Snickers and I ate it and I felt better. So it's like, you know what? This shit's real, man. It's for real. It's like if I'm allowing,
I think,
this addiction to like kill me, the I don't know if it's the sugar or the chocolate or the whatever's in it.
Well, probably the serotonin. To be honest, it creates serotonin.
The reward, right?
The thing is, though, Jeff, it's that yes, we're doing this challenge, and yes, we're taking it seriously. In fact, actually, I think the competition's made me better at it. If you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Sort of like having someone to compete with, but you can't forget your life. You can't forget to sort of like, you've got to enjoy something. So if you, I think, I mean, if I were you, I'd eat chocolate all day, every day. You know what I mean? Just,
I bet.
To be fair, if you feel once a week, once a week or once or twice a week, if you fail, if you have that chocolate, if you have something else, don't kick yourself for it, because what I would say, compare it to what you were doing a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Exactly. That's the point.
And are you better than you were then? This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Yes, I'm winning. Yay!
One week.
We've still got 14 weeks to go.
Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, no, I don't feel bad about having it. What I'm saying is that it just made me realize that what
I lost you a bit there, Jeff.
You got me now?
I'm good now.
Okay. No, what I'm saying is what it made me realize, you know what I'm saying, that I have this addiction. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not going to take a 12-step program about it, but it just made me realize that, I mean, it's like a physical thing, and I want to get rid of it because it's expensive, and it's going to give me diabetes and all this weight gain and whatnot. I mean, because it's like, okay, so Monday, the salad, man, that was so delicious. I had a big salad with the you saw with the cheese and everything else. but by Thursday it tasted like cardboard, you know, because it's just man, I'm like, man, this is rabbit food, man, you know. So I gotta switch it up.
I joked about I used to wake up in the morning and have this really awful taste in your mouth. You know, the one you get the first one in the morning. I used to wake up in the morning and get this really awful taste in your mouth. Now when I wake up in the morning, for some reason it tastes like onions. And I don't know what. I might have been 3 days ago when I last had a full onion, if you know what I mean. But it just everything tastes like, when I wake up in the morning, everything tastes like onions. That's why I think I like the smoothies, because they're full of flavour. Which we're gonna have a problem with that this week with the smoothies, aren't we?
We are. Okay, time to introduce. Now these next. How can we introduce this? Every week we're going to be doing a side challenge. Now these side challenges, how are we doing? We're just going to do bragging rights, right? I mean, it's just to better ourselves.
Yep. I was thinking that what we should do is if we fail the challenge, we should be disqualified for that week. But what I'll say is that's not fair.
I'm losing you.
Five.
Hold on.
Then we would track £1.
We missed all of that. We missed everything.
Sorry. What we're going to do, we're going to be setting these challenges. So we'll introduce this challenge in a minute. Now, what we've got to do is our best to get through the week with this challenge. And this challenge lasts just this week. And then next week we do another challenge, we do another challenge. If we fail that challenge, for instance, when it comes to the week where we've got to do the push-ups and everything else like that, if we go a day without doing that, instead of being disqualified for that week, we just add £1 to our weigh-in, or we take £1 off our loss when it comes to scoring. So if we keep up with the challenge, we weigh in as normal. It's just because this week's quite an easy one, I think.
Yeah, it can be.
Do you want to introduce the challenge for this week?
Okay, the challenge for this week is only water. Well, what do we agreed on? One cup of black coffee in the morning.
Yeah, this isn't instead of food. We're still allowed to eat.
Yeah, we're still going to eat. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. We're only going to drink water. 1 cup of black coffee in the morning and only water.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And this is, I mean, I got to wake up. But this is to promote flushing the toxins and getting, staying well hydrated and making sure that everything's running and working properly. Which means my other addiction, I hope Coca-Cola doesn't see this because they're going to, my Coke Zero, this is the last that I have. I'll put this down in the fridge, and I'm certain the kids will. I don't really like the kids drinking this, but they do.
See, my ones, I got similar one. I'm a Pepsi boy, so I like the Pepsi Max. So, and I love a good can of that in the evening. So that's going to be good. And fruit teas as well. I used to drink like them. So, and the smoothies, I'm going to miss the smoothies because technically that's a drink. But all I'll do is I'll do what Marika Vink suggested, is I'll cut it up and eat it as a breakfast rather than drink it for this week.
Right. I mean, it'll sit. You're right. I saw that comment, and it'll sit heavier on your stomach for a while anyway, and fill you up. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's probably going to be rubbish.
Not really. So anyway, I mean, yeah, we can squeeze a little lemon in your water. You know what I'm saying? That promotes, a higher metabolic.
All right. So you're saying so one of those things rate.
Huh?
Yeah. So what you say is one of those things where you put fruit in there and the water cup fills up it and the. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like it's almost like a tea strainer with the fruit in, and you put the cold water through it, but you drink the water, not the fruit. You're accepting that, are you?
No, you just take take the lemon or the lime, the citrus, and squeeze it into some water just to give it a little bit of zing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Right. You're over there trying to burn calories making a drink, man. You're doing all that work with the strainer and everything. Um,
All right, fair enough. I'm down. I'm completely okay with the water. I can manage a week on that. Are you? We are going to publish all of the challenges ahead of time, aren't we?
right,
Is that
right.
so?
Yeah, I ran into some problems. I don't have my Photoshop right now, but um,
Do that this week.
yeah, I'll just
What
post them
one
in a,
of us will do that. Put that up this week.
well, I'll just go ahead and post them in a post, and then we can make a poster later on so that everybody knows what the upcoming challenges are. I keep forgetting to look at the camera here. I'm looking at you on the screen, and I need to look at the camera so that everybody can see
I'm doing the same thing.
my pretty eyes. Um, so I think we're well on our way. I'm feeling more committed. Um, in my video, we talked about the charities that that I'm doing, and you've been talking about your charities. Hopefully, we can raise some awareness, raise some cash for these guys, even a little bit. You know what I mean? And hey, guys, you know, we're not going to get mad if you cross teams and want to donate to one of the charities at all. Since I'm doing two, and Fat Cameron can only do one.
Oh, I like to focus my efforts, Jeff. That's what it is. It's niche. I'm targeting.
Oh, I hear you. But you know, well, I had these two, and I'm sitting here, and I'm just like, man, which one? Because I wanted to do them both, and I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna do them both because they both deserve it. They both deserve to get some attention. So, and just so everybody knows, we are picking up a lot of traction. We're getting a lot of exposure. We're on YouTube. I got Instagram TV. If you wanna link to that. Just go ahead and message me, and I'll give you the link to that. I might post it on my Facebook. We got the YouTube.
We're putting all our videos up there, aren't we?
Well, I'm putting mine on Instagram and YouTube. Are you uploading to YouTube? I gave you.
I can upload to YouTube. I will upload to YouTube, but you've not given me the access to the IGTV.
Well, that's my personal account. I'm not giving you the access to my.
Oh, well, I'll do it to my own then. Oh, all right. I'll upload them to my own.
Yeah, I mean that's Team Daddy Pig Jeff, man. We don't want no fat head camera over there. So
you go and lose in your little corner. Go on.
0.6 of a pound for not doing anything. So I mean,
yeah. Well, that's I don't know. I actually have no retort. I think the numbers speak for themselves. To be honest. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. 1-0.
Hold on to that one because that's the last one.
I do feel like the rabbit in a greyhound race now. It's sort of like shit, he's coming.
Yeah, man. You think about it. We'll just wait. 14-1. It's gonna be like a tennis match. You know what I'm saying? 8 love. You know?
Oh dear. Well, what we will be doing this week as well is we're going to put. I think we also, as well as the challenge, we're going to put a lot of focus on our charities this week. You've obviously, people haven't really seen your charity, so you're going to be posting a lot about your charity, aren't you?
Yep. I've talked to both of my charities. I know you've talked to your charities, so I want to actually get because my charities are smaller, so I'm going to probably get the heads of the charities. I know I've already talked to the head of the Jaden and Friends Foundation. It's actually her son is Jaden, and we're going to get into a Zoom call and talk about the charity. Like I said, it's a small thing, but they're doing great things to save lives. So, and then of course, OA Love Projects is an amazing charity because what they do is they actually, it's even just so weird to explain. Here in the Philippines, we have these rural areas. I know you've seen them in videos and stuff like that, where people live like basically out in the jungle, far away from, wherever. I mean, so it's like, sometimes food, water, supplies, medicines, and stuff like that are very difficult to get out there. Roads get washed away, they're inaccessible to deliveries and whatnot. So their goal is they have a feeding program. They carry the stuff out to the people. They help build schools. They help, dig wells for water and whatnot. So what are you looking at?
That's good charity. Nothing. I was. I'm walking around. That's a really good.
I
Really good
thought maybe
charity.
the delivery guy was going by there, and you know, the Pizza Hut.
Potentially. No, they're really good charities. So it'd be nice to learn a little bit. It's pre-watershed, Adam. Don't respond. So yeah, they're good charities to go for. So the one I'm doing is relatively local. It's the Cransley Hospice to deal with palliative care, and I'm hoping to speak to a couple of people about it, some people who are more knowledgeable about the charities, so we can explain it a little bit better myself. But that's all to come this week, as well as complete hydration.
Complete and 100% hydration, and getting up in the middle of the night to pee.
You do that anyway at your age.
Yeah, I mean, because I am an old man, but hey, and it's fine. It's fine, because getting hydrated and making sure that everything is working properly is the key. Is definitely the key.
All right. Well, that's it for Smash Talk then. I'll see you next week for your next loss, Jeff.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who you were
next week. I'm gonna make a prediction really quick. 1-1.
You reckon?
I more than reckon.
2-0 all the way.
I'll be wrecking your score is what I'll be wrecking.
I'm losing you, Jeff. I'm losing you.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's cut it. Let's end it off, and I'll talk to you soon.